Welcome back to BBB Adventures and our final episode covering RAGBRAI 50. To start, let's do a quick review of our RAGBRAI 2023 plan that we developed after our bike accident and my resulting broken collarbone. We arrived in Iowa as planned and attended the expo as shown on the Journey to RAGBRAI 50 episode. Then, thanks to Lance and Barb, we rode day 1, which was covered by our RAGBRAI 50 Day 1 episode. And then on day 2, we hung out at the Iowa Beer Bus, which we covered in our RAGBRAI 50 Day 2 episode. And then we documented the amazing Pork Belly Ventures process in a 2-part episode. According to our plan, day 4 was a ride day for us. But that's where life took us in a different direction. And that's where this episode starts. The morning of day 4 at the Pork Belly Camp in Ames, Iowa.
Good morning, BBB Adventurers. Welcome to our last episode of this year's RAGBRAI Series 2023.
Yeah, we're cutting it short.
We are gonna let y'all know what happens when things don't go according to plan.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta change plans because life happens.
Right.
Life happened to us.
Today we'll let you know how we are leaving RAGBRAI early.
And why?
And how that happens. All the logistics involved.
There are several reasons we are leaving RAGBRAI early. Lance and Barb ended up leaving after day 1 and took the recumbent tandem with them, so I didn't have a bike to ride. However, after day 1, I learned I hadn't properly trained for the recumbent and wasn't really interested in riding it again anyway. We were able to gather footage for much of the content we wanted to create, even though there were other opportunities like filming with our friends from Louisiana's Team 985 we had to forego. And finally, I wasn't feeling 100% and was losing interest in sleeping in the tent in the heat without the benefit of participating in the ride. So on Tuesday night, we decided we would leave and started working on exit plans.
So we're taking the same rides we had yesterday to camp. I'm gonna go with Brian. Brentley's going with Chino. He just realized he forgot a time-lapse camera set up on a tripod over here. We were all packed up and ready to go. It's really a good thing
all packed up and ready to go. Whose tripod that is?
Oops.
We were gonna hit stop, and I was like, I don't know.
You'll have some good conversation if you've got volume on there.
Oh, there's no volume. It's silent. Yeah.
Thank you. I hope that's some good footage for you.
If not, I'm gonna be mad at you.
Okay.
You can put like some Three Stooges noises in the
Bye,
background.
Roy.
Oh, we do that.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, so this is step 1 of our day. We got to separate. Brentley's gonna ride with Chino again, and I'm riding with Brian. And I'm kind of late, so I gotta go.
Go, baby.
Bye. Hi, guys. Hi, Daddy. Hi. Hi, Daddy. Hi. Bye, Daddy.
You guys have a great day. You got your share, you got your speaker and cooler. Yeah. Have a good time back there.
Yeah. We got flexible body. Okay,
Let's roll.
let's roll.
Another day on the road. I like your bow and your helmet.
Thank you.
It's very cute. How you doing?
You get a prize. You won. We're here.
We made it to Des Moines,
We're here.
safe and sound.
We got turned around and backed in safely. Unhooked.
Yep. There's pigs in the blanket. That's what we hauled.
Thank you, YouTube. Hope you enjoy this.
Yeah. Thank you, Brian, for getting us here safely. Polar bear. Over and out.
Well, I got sad news. This is gonna end our journey with Chino the trucker. And if anybody asks you, who is the best truck driver in the world?
This guy.
Chino the trucker. After arriving at the RAGBRAI area in Des Moines, and after gathering all our belongings, we met up with Barb and Lance, who had left Pork Belly Camp on Monday morning for their own adventure getting themselves, the recumbent tandem and Lance's bike back to Davenport where their pickup was parked. They then drove back to Des Moines from Davenport to aid us in our own exit of RAGBRAI.
Operation
Rescue BBB Adventures.
Extract BBB Adventures from RAGBRAI, a success. We got my bike on board.
We don't have you in Davenport yet.
That's okay. We got my bike on board. Brentley and the dog have been in the air-conditioned comfort for a couple hours now. Lance and Barb are pilot and co-pilot, and we are headed to Davenport.
One of our primary objectives for this RAGBRAI, after we had to redo our plan because of my accident, my collarbone, blah, 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 and after our generous friends Lance and Barb volunteered their tandem, one of our main objectives became riding with Lance and Barb. And so we did that on Sunday, and we're doing it now. We're achieving our primary objective, because here we are riding with Lance and Barb. Yes.
There's Barb.
Hello.
There's Lance.
Hello. And here we go,
Yep.
riding on.
We're all riding together. Oh, let's not forget
Disco doggy.
Disco Doggy. Yes, that's the disco.
Morning.
Good morning.
Disco, do you want to say good morning? Say good morning. We are in a hotel room in
In Davenport.
Davenport.
No, actually Bettendorf.
Well, it's Davenport.
Yeah.
Really. It's near where Franklin was parked. We had a nice drive in from Des Moines, thanks to Barb and Lance.
That was awesome. We had a great dinner with them last night.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Barb and Lance, for rescuing us from this thing we call RAGBRAI.
Yeah.
The first time we've ever experienced it this way.
Well, we
And-
were broken,
Yeah, and
not trains.
it was it was awesome.
Oh, we had a great time.
Oh my God, I had a great time. It was so much fun meeting all of you who came out to see us, and
And for those of you who didn't get to see, next year,
yes,
got to come back next year.
so much fun. I look so forward to putting together the footage we gathered. Really.
Oh, by now you've already seen it.
Yes, that's right. By now you've already seen it, and
Yep. You've seen the footage we gathered. You see what we did. We weren't able to follow our plan completely because life made other decisions for us, and
but that's okay.
but that's okay. We did the best we could. Next year we will be in a better position to enjoy the whole week. But
Yeah.
anyway, today we are gonna clean up all of this stuff,
Yeah, we reconfigured for Tesla camping.
and we gotta go get the Franklin loaded back up, and
We're still trying to decide what route to take home.
we don't know.
But we don't know.
But first things first, gotta pack the car. So that's what we're gonna do. We're at the world's largest truck stop.
Yes, we are.
You may be wondering why I'm wearing a mask.
Yes, he is. He brought home a souvenir from RAGBRAI.
Yesterday, after Lance and Barb rescued us, and we, as the day went on, I was starting to feel a little weird, and then last night, as we were going to bed, I started feeling pretty bad, and then in the middle of the night, I woke up with a
Pool of sweat.
pool of sweat and fever and whatever. So this morning we went to Walgreens and I tested positive for our old friend COVID. This is my first time. I was a COVID virgin,
Now he's no longer.
and now I'm not feeling too bad. But we stopped at the largest truck stop in the world. It's a generator. Huh, it's pretty cool. So they printed the Coca-Cola on the sides of the crates. Well, we made it to Stewart, Iowa, at the Motel 6. We decided not to camp in the Tesla tonight because of my COVID, because I didn't want to get too close to Mary Beth. She tested negative, so I've been wearing a mask all day. That's why we're not camping in the Tesla.
Too close quarters.
Too close at quarters. But this Motel 6 has a charging pole, so we're topping off the car real quick. We called our doctor. Paxlovid, which is these Pfizer package, 3 pills, antiviral sort of COVID deal. So I took my first dose of that. I'm feeling pretty good. We got all checked in. The bad news is that the power pole out there for electric car charging, couldn't get it to work, but we're gonna make it okay. And we got a room with 2 beds. We don't usually sleep apart. But I got the COVIDs, and she tested negative.
We're gonna try and keep it that way.
So we're gonna try to keep it that way. So she's gonna sleep on that end of the bed. I'm gonna sleep on this end, way over here. And but we got the YouTube working on the TV. We're watching old Trenton Alley, and we're gonna have a beer.
Why not?
Because the best thing in the world is vitamin B.
Beer.
Vitamin beer. It cures what ails you. Okay. That's what we're gonna do. Disco's gonna hang out.
We're gonna make some pad thai tonight too.
Disco's gonna look for doggies on the TV. Where's the doggies? Do you find the doggies? Oh, no, not yet. They'll be on the TV in a minute.
Turn it on, Daddy, so I can see them. Wanna watch the doggies? Yeah.
Not yet.
He says, please.
Wait for the doggies to come on. Just gotta wait. You just gotta wait. Okay, we're ready for bed. There's Mary Beth. Can you see her? She's way over there.
Over here.
Way over there. She's so far away. I miss my wife. She's so far away. Usually we snuggle at night.
I miss my boys.
Me and Disco. Me and Disco are sleeping here. Say goodnight.
Good night.
Good morning. We got up this morning and got packed and started heading west. And we're on our first charging in Shelby. Sort of a health report. In the middle of the night, Mary Beth got up with food poisoning and she puked and is feeling like crap. Her stomach's upset. I don't know, she's in the car sleeping. My COVID symptoms are still there. I'm just tired mostly. I got a few aches. Got a headache, achy joints, a sore throat, sneezing, coughing, but it's not terrible. I'm mostly just tired, but we're gonna see how far we can get today and probably get another hotel so we can rest. But yeah, you know, sometimes things go your way and sometimes you get COVID. So we're trying to make the best of it, but Disco's doing fine. I'm gonna go see how the charging's coming and we'll keep on keeping it on. Well, it is Saturday morning, 8:30 a.m. And we didn't turn the camera on last night because Mary Beth was suffering from food poisoning and was exhausted. I had driven, we didn't make it very far. We spent the night in North Platte, Nebraska. I don't really know how many miles we drove yesterday, maybe 450, something like that. But I was exhausted. My symptoms with COVID are pretty mild, and the prescription of Paxlovid that I got, I'm sure is helping, but I was just tired. And Mary Beth was
Dead to the world.
Dead to the world yesterday. So anyway, we didn't turn the camera on and too much at all.
I tested negative again yesterday, though.
She did test negative. So
I decided to wear a mask to double my protection. Because my immune system's probably compromised now because of the food poisoning I had.
We won't make it home today.
Unless we really push it.
I'm not gonna be able to.
Yeah.
But we'll make it home tomorrow.
It's an adventure.
It's an adventure. Apparently there was a big thunderstorm at
Coralville,
RAGBRAI camp. So, you know, as disappointed as we are that our RAGBRAI plans got messed up and then our replan got messed up, you know, if you look for the silver lining, we missed the hottest days on the hottest RAGBRAI
in a decade.
So, you know, I guess that's the way you have to look at it. The truth is, I would have rather have ridden our original plan and suffered with the rest of the team or the rest of the group. That would have been my preferred plan. But since that didn't work out, I got to look for the positive. And the positive is I spent the night in an air-conditioned hotel. So.
And avoided the storms.
Yeah. Happy Sunday morning. Happy Sunday morning.
Right.
Happy Sunday morning. We spent the night in Rock Springs, Wyoming. We again didn't film much last night because there wasn't really anything too exciting to film, but we spent the night in another hotel. But we're still trying to sleep far apart so Mary Beth doesn't catch the COVIDs.
So far, so good.
But we left Rock Springs and headed up 191 north to Jackson. This is a route that the Tesla app often says is possible for us to take. But it's 176 miles from Rock Springs to Jackson through a bunch of climbing of mountains and stuff. And I've always feared this route for battery life. The thought of it always gave me battery anxiety. So we charged to 95%, which we rarely do. We rarely charge past the high 80 percentages, yeah. So we charged to 95%, and I'm driving slow, 60 miles an hour. It's a 70 mile an hour deal. But the reason I get nervous is because if you look around,
There's nothing.
I don't see any chargers.
No electrical outlets
I don't see any electrical outlets. So if we run out of battery, that could just be the end of us. Maybe one of these guys has a generator and would charge us up. Yeah, so yeah, that's we do have a 28-watt solar panel that we used on the Apollo mission. That, if in direct sunlight, in about 273 years, would get us a few miles of battery.
If only we could put a 110 outlet attached to it.
I guess that's true. That doesn't work. So that's off. We talked about putting a harness on Disco. Maybe Disco could pull the car. Do you think you could pull the car, Disco?
We would try.
He's a little too sleepy for that. Anyway, but we're 116 miles away. 76 67% battery.
67%, that little already?
Yeah,
Oh no.
and the car is,
Oh, we're never gonna make it.
but the car's predicting we're gonna have 28% when we're in Jackson, which is just completely
Hogwash.
hogwash. That's not even close to right. So, anyway, if you never hear from us again, we died out here in the plains
Of Wyoming.
of Wyoming. Come look for us. Quick update. We made it to Pinedale, Wyoming, and there's a brewery there that has 4 Tesla chargers, 2 of which are working. And there's a company called LS Communications that has a Tesla charger right in front of their building. And they're closed today, but the Tesla charger's got power, so we just pulled in, plugged in, got 8%. We were there about an hour, so got 8% charge. So now we're on our way to Jackson, and I feel like we're doing pretty good. We had by the way, because we were driving slow, I was driving 60 instead of 70. I think we would have made it without the 8% boost, but it was free, and we're like, well, why not? Disco did get attacked.
He's fine.
He's fine. I was walking to try to get Mary Beth some Tums because she's having a little heartburn. So she was in the car napping while the car charged, and I was walking. Disco and I were on a walk, and we walked down the sidewalk. Out of nowhere, this great big chocolate lab looking thing just attacked Disco. I was kicking, screaming. The big dog's owner was trying to pull him off. Somehow Disco escaped and then ran down the sidewalk as fast as he could, and then jarred into traffic. And I'm waving my arms like an idiot, yelling, and the cars are stopping, and a few other pedestrians were waving at cars, and it took me a little bit to get Disco calmed down. He was clearly very upset. By some miracle, he only has one little wound on his leg. I don't know how he survived that, but that was the excitement at Pinedale. Mary Beth has now decided she doesn't like Pinedale, even though they give out free electricity. She doesn't like it. Doesn't like it one bit. All right. We are 55 miles from the Jackson Supercharger. Jackson, here we come. Well, we made it to Jackson, and we found the charger, and we got a little bit of charge.
Got a lot of charge.
We got a lot of charge. We're back at 79%. We got 88 miles to home. We have to go over a giant pass, which will suck a lot of energy, but then we'll gain some going down the other side. But yeah, we're in Jackson.
What's the name of the pass?
Teton Pass. But you know, we're not going to go into Jackson proper. We're sort of hanging around the edge of it. But the good news, we made it, and Disco's doing fine after his attack. We had lunch at the charging station. So yeah, we are on the home stretch, as they say, as those guys say. And Mary Beth is hand feeding Disco because right now he's feeling a little bit like a prince and needs to be hand fed.
He just suffered great trauma today.
I think we're more traumatized than he is. He doesn't seem to remember anything about it or care, but we're still upset about it. It's Sunday about 3 o'clock, and we made it home. Didn't we, Disco? Yep, we made it home. So this officially ends the RAGBRAI 2023 adventure, and what an adventure it was. It wasn't the adventure we planned.
But it was an adventure,
The
nonetheless.
first time, it wasn't the adventure we planned the second time. It was the unplanned adventure that we didn't plan. But
We still had fun.
we did. So that ends this thing.
This thing.
This series, however many episodes it is, probably 2 or 3, don't know. You know by now.
It's at least
we don't
2.
know. We don't know, but you probably do.
It's a minimum of 2.
But that's it.
Probably 3.
Wear a helmet.
Always wear a helmet. And always enjoy the ride.